Hey there, and welcome to Real Investment News. I'm Mike O'Neill. Well, President Trump has signed that presidential order imposing new tariffs on about $50 billion worth of Chinese imports. And unlike the steel and aluminum tariffs that were meant to help American producers, these are specifically to stem, quote, economic aggression by Beijing. As you can imagine, markets don't like it. The Dow is down more than 500 points. The NASDAQ is down 120. The S&P is down 47 points. As a matter of fact, when you take a look at the big chart on the S&P, you can see that it has not only fallen below the 50-day moving average, it's fallen below the 100, closing in on the 200. Not really quite time to panic. This could still be seen as a correction. In fact, the S&P can probably fall another 500 points and still be considered in a bull market. But let's get back to those tariffs. Now, they came after an investigation found that Chinese theft of intellectual property is actually costing the U.S. economy billions of dollars. The U.S. currently has a $375 billion trade deficit with China. They want to reduce that by about $100 billion. These tariffs are targeting the aerospace industry, information and communication technology, machinery, and President Trump says this is just the first in a string of trade restrictions to come. China is already preparing to hit back with U.S. exports of soybeans, sorghum, live hogs, while also filing a complaint with the World Trade Organization. But let's be sure about one thing. Nobody wants a trade war, and there are still negotiations to be had. But Lynette Lopez with Business Insider has noted that President Trump has actually done something that may make those negotiations even more difficult. He signed legislation allowing for high-level talks between the U.S. and Taiwan. Now, just to give you a little context, let's take a look here, because Taiwan is actually this small island right here off of the coast of China. And China considers it to be theirs under their One China policy. They actually refuse to have diplomatic relations with any country that recognizes Taiwan as its own nation. Despite warnings from China, President Trump signed the bipartisan Taiwan Travel Act. It's a move that may be even bigger than slapping a tax on technology. And these drops could just be starting. That's it for now. Please remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube page. I'm Mike O'Neill, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning.